Welcome to the Nightly Rant
with
your
hosts,
Mike.
and Torya.
This is the show where we examine society from a sarcastic point of view.
If you like insane conversations, this is definitely the show for you.
Let's get into today's topic. YPN people, I don't know about you, but I love helping out a friend. That's why I want to shout out my friend Brian Little and his podcast, Your Favorite Blockhead. This is the only show that manages to weave together peanuts and MMA into one heck of an amazing podcast. You can find Your Favorite Blockhead wherever your favorite podcasts reside and at yourfavoriteblockhead.com. Do me a huge favor and listen to Brian's show. You'll be entertained and you'll help out a friend. Now, as I said, let's get into today's topic. So once again, we went to a sporting event.
You have taken me to the weirdest sports.
And you've been a trooper and you've gone to every single one.
And I can't remember. There was something I went to that I didn't like. I can't remember which one it was.
You haven't told me you disliked anything. I mean, we've gone to baseball.
I like
We've
baseball.
gone to both Major League and Minor League Baseball.
I like
We've
minor league
gone
baseball
to
the
an
best.
NFL football game.
That was fine.
We went to soccer, both professional soccer, like high level, and then minor league soccer.
That's what I didn't like. That's the one minor league soccer. I didn't like
And
that.
then we've been to lacrosse. Yeah. What else have we been to?
Hockey.
Haven't been to basketball, huh?
No. Do either one of us really give a shit about basketball? Probably
We've
not.
tried a lot of cool sports, but this time
Lacrosse.
we went into lacrosse.
We went to see the sport of my people. The formal sport of my people, officially designated the sport of my people by the government of Canada. Not hockey.
Well, yeah, but like, first of all, let's talk about the experience. All right, so we had purchased season tickets, and because it was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And so we purchased season tickets because we said to ourselves, you know what, probably more likely to go if we have season tickets than if we don't have season tickets.
Right.
And precursor to the season was they had like a scrimmage day where the team scrimmaged itself. And we weren't super impressed with their quality of play at the time because they were just playing each other. And it was interesting.
Right.
But I said to you at the time, I don't think I'm going to like these seats. And you kept saying, why? And I said, well, first of all, it's really crowded. And if there's any number of people sitting next to us, we're kind of screwed. Well, it's exactly what happened. I mean,
right. We were a sandwich.
We were packed in that place. But worst off was that, we're sitting here and they defend the goal right in front of us twice. Which I could have sworn I bought tickets for where they shoot twice, but whatever.
Well, but honey, it's the same thing. There's four quarters.
Yeah. Anyway, you could not see the action on the other side of the field because there was a camera and a cameraman.
Yeah, like you couldn't see a whole third of the field.
But the game itself was really exciting. It was really fast paced.
They're savage.
And we did the thing, we watched the first week on TV, and then this was the first home game. But we watched the first week on TV, and we're trying to get the experience of being lacrosse fans because it's not really a sport we've followed. So.
Well, I liked how vicious they were. I like that they just hit each other with a stick. And first off, I don't understand how they get a penalty. And why they don't get a penalty weird. Other times. Because clobbering someone's face with your stick, not a penalty. Stealing the ball from in between their feet without even touching them, penalty. That's the extremes here.
It's really fast paced though. And it's also fairly high scoring. That's kind of exciting. Then I decided that we would ask somebody, hey, is there any way we could move our tickets? And they did. They moved it for us. And we put us up a little bit higher, like maybe 2 rows higher. But that'll be good because now we won't have bro standing right in front of our face the whole entire time.
Right.
And we got aisle seats this time so that we won't be crushed.
Picturing where our new seats are and where the bro with the camera is, there might be a little nub of our side of the field, you can't see through the cameraman, but you'll be able to see all the
But I
actual
don't think
action.
and I actually don't think that's going to be a problem though, because
Depending on how many rows it
they
is.
rose us up higher, so I think we'll be able to see over his head.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be fun though. But it was a good time, and it's interesting because like it's at the Mandalay Bay Michelob Ultra Arena, which is like a pretty small little place, but it seems to have a lot of big name concerts there. Actually, like.
Well, because that's where the Mandalay Bay has their concerts. That's why.
Yeah, but there's some big names that go there. Like I was kind of shocked by some of the names that were going to be there.
Yeah.
Of course, I was also shocked at the price. I mean, the Circle Jerks are playing there on New Year's Eve, and it's like $300 for general admission seats on the floor with no seats. You stand. Yeah. $300 to stand at a concert. No thanks. No thanks.
Yeah, I'm not really into that either. They would have to be like my dream band.
But like it was a really good time. We continually kept trying for that first goal, and they finally got the first goal.
And we were super excited. And the lady right next to me, I think she deafened me when they got that first goal. Like the shriek that emitted from that woman was unreal.
Well, and then we had the guy behind us, Mr. Canada, who acted as though...
The shame of my people.
Acted as though he knew everything about lacrosse and really knew nothing about lacrosse.
And everything about Las Vegas sports.
And really knew nothing about it.
But couldn't name the Aviators.
Right. Yeah, it was an annoying time, actually, dealing with that guy. He was a downer. So that might be one of the good things about moving seats too, is we'll be further away. We won't have to listen to.
He must be from Toronto. Sorry, Toronto.
But and then today was a big day. We went to the Mr. Olympia expo with press passes. Thank you, because we are Yogi's Podcast Network.
Yes, Yogi's Podcast Network went.
But I'm going to be real. I had a good time. I ran into a YouTuber that I love. His name is Johnny Shreve. And I'm going to be on his YouTube channel as a result of running into him there, because I answered 4 questions and I won $20. That was kind of fun.
He's pretty proud of himself.
But it was super packed in there in a little tiny space. They needed a bigger venue.
Right.
And
it was packed. You're not wrong. It was tight and crowded and full of large elbowy people. And there's so many bodybuilder dudes that were there, and their shoulders are so wide.
Well, I can see though why smaller brands don't want to go there, because there's
nothing for
too
them.
many people,
right?
And it's too crowded. There's not like okay, you go to Reptile Expo and everything is spread out. Well, you get to see everything because the aisles are wide, and you look on one side and you take your time, then you go up the other side. On this, I felt like I had to keep moving because there's people walking behind me.
Right.
So I couldn't just kind of leisurely stroll and look at things. And so we had to go through multiple times in order to catch things. And then I'd be like, I know we went through here before. How did I miss this entire booth?
Right. There was some interesting stuff there, though. Like some interesting supplements that claim to do interesting things.
Yeah, I don't know that you can necessarily trust all of that, but...
Well, that's why I said interesting supplements doing interesting things.
It's like...
Claiming to do interesting things.
It's like there's this story of... this guy who he and his partner ran a supplement company out of Florida, and they were juicing the supplements. And so people were like, oh my God, this company, the greatest supplements, their stuff really works. Yeah, it's because they were juicing the supplements with illegal substances.
Wow.
And the federal government caught them, and they're now serving time in jail. But
that's because they added an illegal substance. Government won't do anything to them
but what I'm getting at is they did it so that they'd be known for having supplements that, quote, work, end quote.
Well, their supplements did work, but you're going to die of a heart attack at 35 because...
Yeah, why is my blood pressure so high? All I'm taking is protein powder.
Right.
Your doctor would be like, all right. And under his breath he'd be going, I don't believe him.
I don't believe him. He's a liar.
Then imagine if you go for a drug test and they test for steroids and you fail, and the only thing you've been taking is over-the-counter supplements.
If you were a smart person, then you'd be suing.
Yes, you'd have to. But man, what a mess. But it was interesting. Like, I've never seen so many fit people in one place.
Right.
It was crazy. I've never seen so many big muscular women in one place. And as I said to you, there were a lot of very good looking men there. There were a lot of very good looking women there. There were a lot of not so good looking men there. And there were a lot of scary women there.
Women that should take slightly fewer drugs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But all, for the most part, super nice people. You know, like when you talk to them, they're friendly, they're nice, they're kind, they're not jerks about it. I don't know. But I got to be on Johnny Shreve's video.
Yeah, he's pretty excited about it. Now he's brought it up again. He's thrilled.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I think it's funny that I won $20. That just makes me laugh. But
right.
And my favorite question was, you know, okay, we're going to ask you a hard one.
Thanks for dinner, Johnny Shreve.
He's like, we're going to ask you a tough one to start off. Since you say you're a C, we're going to see about that. And he goes, how many muscles make up the quad? Now, come on, people. Why is it called a quad? Because there's 4 muscles. 4. Yeah, that was my favorite question. But, you know, fun time still. And I've always wanted to go. So now I can say that I've gone. I can check that off the bucket list.
Right.
And be like, yo, that's been taken care of. Hasta luego.
Well, and it's too bad we couldn't make it to a lot more of the events that our press pass entitled us to. But
well, with everybody being sick.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Now we know we can get a press pass. And here's the thing. We've got a precedence of using it and not getting in trouble.
Right.
It's because they watch for that stuff. So they're not going to deny us next time. So
right.
we can get it again next year. And then next year, just try to go to more of the events. That'd be the main thing I think that we would have to do.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't know. I had a good time. And I mean, I had a good time. I mean, we were out a lot today. We had lunch in Chinatown.
We tried a new Thai Chinese place.
It was decent.
I would eat there again.
Yeah. How much was it?
$45.
That's not bad. Not bad. And we had 3 dishes, and you brought food home. Did you bring the food in?
Yeah. It's in the fridge.
So it was a good weekend, and we have guests coming tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
I'm excited.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, that's about all I've got for you. I don't have anything else to talk about today.
Well, we've done a lot this weekend.
I'm tired from just yesterday and today. It's just a lot of stuff. So I think it might be bedtime.
Alrighty then. The boss has spoken. Good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Nightly Rant.
If you enjoyed the show, please give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Google Play.
If you didn't enjoy the show, please just ignore that previous request for a rating.
This has been a Yogi's Podcast Network production.